Jennifer Lawrence told Robert De Niro to go home during wedding rehearsal. Jennifer Lawrence tied the knot to Cooke Maroney in 2019. While celebrity nuptials tend to be lavish affairs, filled with glitz and glamour, some stars like Jennifer Lawrence, Blake Lively and Sarah Michelle Gellar experienced not-so-classy issues when tying the knot. From asking guests to leave to having brutal weather and even a major wardrobe malfunction, these celebrities confessed unfortunate events that happened on their wedding days. The Hunger Games actress recently reflected on her star-studded wedding and admitted she was worried about her guests, especially Robert De Niro. During her 2019 wedding to Cooke Maroney, Lawrence shared that she was especially concerned about De Niro at her rehearsal dinner. "I looked over and I saw Bob, who doesn't know anybody, he's kind of wandering around, and I immediately was like, no, this isn't what he wants to be doing. I don't want him here," she told E! News at the 2024 Golden Globes. "So I went over and whispered, I was like, go home, and he was nice, he, like, talked to my parents and was polite, but I was like, go." Lawrence added she felt relieved after he left. "That just genuinely made me feel better." The "no hard feelings" star continued to joke and said that being a bride is awful. "It's so stressful. You're not having fun. You're just like, is that person having fun?" she said. "I'll never forget. I was freaking out about the guests being cold," Lawrence reflected. "And all of my friends were lying. They're like, nobody's cold, everything's fine, everything's fine." She recalled her mother being blunt with her on her big wedding day. "My mom was like, it's freezing out there, your grandmother almost died," she said. Lawrence and Maroney reportedly hosted their A-list ceremony at Belcourt Castle in Newport, Rhode Island, in front of 150 friends and family. The guest list included the likes of Adele, Kris Jenner, Nicole Richie and her husband Joel Madden, Cameron Diaz, and Sienna Miller. Emma Stone and Ashley Olsen were also in attendance. Lawrence and Maroney were first linked in 2018 and got engaged in February 2019. They celebrated with a party 3 months later in New York City. In September 2019, the two were spotted obtaining a marriage license in the city. The couple share a 1-year-old son. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' wedding day was too hot to handle, literally. While the Gossip Girl star donned a couture Marchesa wedding gown while tying the knot, she also had a wardrobe malfunction. Florence Welch was singing at the reception, and they brought out these sparklers, and I'm watching her sing. I look down and my wedding dress has a big burn mark from one of the sparklers, right on the front. And it was just so heartbreaking to me," Lively shared with Vogue via People magazine. Later, "My dress was hanging up and Ryan said, 'Isn't that beautiful?' I said, 'What?' and he pointed to the burn. My heart just stopped, because it was such a sensitive little subject. And he said, 'You'll always remember that moment with Florence singing and the sparklers. You have that forever, right there, preserved. Now that's my favorite part of the dress.'" Lively and Reynolds tied the knot in a family-friendly ceremony near Charleston, South Carolina, in September 2012. The couple share 4 children together.